What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Noisy Boy here and welcome back to the channel. In today's Sekiro video we're going to be continuing on and making our way over to a new area called the Fountainhead Palace. But before we get started, guys, remember, if you are enjoying this series, remember to use that shinobi blade and slice up that like button to support my channel. If you're new, feel free to subscribe because I'd love to hear feedback and your comments in the comment section below. Before we move on, I actually ended up getting Synthro piercing Subimaro, which is going to be excellent for the next area. I think I already had Suzaku's, or I think I already had the Fume Spark as well. The only thing I didn't get was the second to last tier of the Aged Feather, so that's pretty much the last one for the second to last tier, and then we've just got all in-game, or the last tier of the prosthetic arm tools, so we're looking pretty good in that aspect. If you don't know where we are, we're at the Wedding Cove idol in Ashina, Mibu Village, I think it is. Yeah, Wedding Cave door at Ashina Depths. So if you don't know where that is, we should have already been there. We took on that ghost monk, I think it was called, or that, just the corrupted monk boss. So yeah, I think we guys remember coming through here before. Since we have pretty much all the items to make our way to Fountainhead Palace now, this is how you do it. Pretty much come to here, pray, and then you come up to a pretty damn weird cutscene. So let's wait. And like, I don't have a clue what that is. Let me know in the comment section below. Yeah, do not have a clue what that is. So yeah, not 100% sure what some sort of doll or something, I don't know. Alright, so we're going to want to come down this part here, get that item on the right side there. I think it's just a pallet, I think my note says. Yep, we're looking pretty good in that aspect. And we're pretty much coming straight up to a boss. Now this is the true monk, the one we the actual dude, which you didn't worry that we haven't fought before, but he pretty much has the same moveset. He just has a lot more phases now. I recommend just using the long spark, dropping this, get some arcos going for some extra strength. I'll explain a few things in a second as well. I think if you guys have seen me fight the first corrupted monk, his like apparition version, we cheesed the shit out of him. It was the first time I'd done it before. Didn't think it would work, but it did, and it worked a charm. If I can find those ashes. So pretty much what we're going to do is, first phase we're going to have to try and, well, we use How many of those can we use? Only 8. So I guess we'll use the fistful of ashes in the first phase, I guess. Just to try and get his ass down. Try and pop some arcos at the same time. But there used to be a bit of a cheese you could do with this guy where you can just death blow him in the first phase, death blow him in the second phase, and then you can just ash him and spark him in the third phase to make it an easy clap. But they actually, not recently, but they patched it, and now you can't death blow him on the first phase. But you can still death blow him on the second phase, I can confirm that. But yeah guys, hopefully he's not that hard. He does have the same moveset. What have I got here for notes? Same moveset as the Ghost Monk. Can use Flame Vent and Oil combo. First phase, Death Blow has been patched. Lastly, use Arco Sugar, Crackers Ash Cheese for the win. Yeah, I even put that in my notes. Alright, so this first phase might get a bit tricky, but we'll just see how we go with the whole Arcos. And the cheese still works. I wasn't sure if this was cheese was patched as well. My god, this is such a good cheese, man, like honestly. Get him in the second phase. Pop the Arcos again. And get him the cheese again. Oh, that was a nice move. But not nice enough. Immortality severed, bitch. And that's pretty much how you take out the true monk. Now, the dragon's tally board, it's a board that carved from a large piece of jade. Possessing this increases the stocks that can be purchased in merchant shops. So pretty much what it does is it increases all the oh wait, the wrong way. It increases what all merchants across the majority of their stocks, like they have like extra shit, like there's divine confetti that can be sold now, there's you know, stuff like, you know, stuff that you couldn't get before. So let's enhance our strength here as well. The corrupted monk was among the infested, standing over the Fountainhead palace. Indeed, immortality would seem a fitting quality for eternal watcher of the palace. Her true name is Priestess Yao. We are enhanced. Okay, now let's carry on forward. For the next part, as you can see, this is Fountainhead Palace. Looks gorgeous. We're pretty much gonna make our way from that right side, obviously, move our way across up to the left side, and probably end up maybe where that tower is, or maybe just before it. I can't remember exactly. So you want to zip down this way, zip down here next, then just jump straight off. Now what you don't want to do is go into the water over that part just there. There's all that water just in there, big pond. Do not go in there just yet. There's actually a guy in the distance who is actually shooting, like volleying bombs at you, so you don't want to deal with that shit. And this guy, you don't want to deal with this fucker either. As you can see, there was another bar that was going up real quick. That will actually kill you quite fucking quickly, so be careful of that. Pick up that guy too. So yeah, these dudes, if you saw that bar that was building up in the middle of my screen, if that gets to the top, that will kill you instantly. Not instantly, but it'll feeble you, and you will not be able to get out of it, and you won't be able to resurrect. So just, if that bar gets up, you're pretty much fucked. So try to not let that happen. Okay, so we're gonna head up this way next. Head around this grass, head around this corner. Pick up ourselves a purse. And then we'll head back around this way. That was the building we just came from. Zip up this way and we'll get up onto the top here. And, it's always good when you're fighting in an unknown place to take out people who are up high. So there's actually... Fuck, what happened? Actually two of them up there, so we won't worry about that guy, those two right now. We'll take out the one on this side first. Now these guys, not very tough. They actually, you know what, they do get wrecked by Subimaru, and I've got piercing Subimaru, so that should do some work on these guys. But for now, the thing about these dudes though is that they have no real awareness of what's going on around them. I'll give you an example. That guy did not see a thing. Take him out. And then we got the guy on the bridge right there, so let's take him out too. As you can see, the Subimaru does work. It actually pretty much... Can I get there? What is that? Can I get that through the wall? No, I can't. It does some goddamn work on these dudes, so if you have piercing Subimaru, or even just like the next tier down, that does some work on these dudes too. And I suggest just hanging off this wall here for now. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen, I guess. Does some work, but you just want to be careful because old mate there is going to do some work on you if you don't watch out. Take his ass out, pick up some more items, and we're getting some pretty damn good, like getting some pretty good bloody items from these runs. I'll zip on up here next, jump on over to here, get this. Now we're going to clear this entire area, but we're going to do a bit of a sneaky. Obviously there's a couple of dudes on the roof we'll take out first. I think there's two of them, I think. I think there's one just up on the roof here, and there's one just on the front part of this roof. We'll see if we can take them both out without being seen. think it's gonna work. Nice. Now we can switch over to our gouging shurikens. Oh, how did they get both of them? That's a first. I wonder if we can. Oh damn, I was hoping that it would alert the other dogs on this side because there are actually more of them, so pick up that sugar. Should be about 3 dogs I think down this side. We should be pretty free to pick up these items now too. Got Ungos, heavy purse. Let's see if we can actually got you, asshole. I think that might be this area done. Let me just have my notes real quick. Backstab, circle around, kill dogs, clear room, pick up items from the head up idle. Go upstairs, talk to NPC. Okay, so sorry guys, I had to just check on my notes just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Oh. I thought we missed something. It just said there too, watch out for dogs. And there should be a idol just up there. Yep, there we go. Might as well rest up while we're here, get everything back. Switch back to Sabimaru. Get over to NPC.
Young man, please be careful. The palace nobles have a they can't help them.
I see.
The courtyard, it's crawling with. If you must board.
Yeah, so that she's pretty much saying watch out for these dickheads because they're everywhere. So we're gonna head around and take some dudes out. Oh. Well, that's a first. Haven't seen that guy come out and chase me like that before. Okay, so there's another just on the other side there as well. Might as well pick this up. Oh, hold on, there is actually a guy around here, isn't there? I thought so. Pick up this item down here. Gunpowder. Yes, I think I remember where we are now. Liver. Yep, that's right. Now we need to find a way up. Okay, so let those guys come across so we can take out this guy on that side. Let them just pass under. And we want to try and that guy. Gonna need to zip back up. And we want to wait for these dudes to come around. Now hopefully these guys will lose my scent and they'll make their way around and we'll backstab one of them. They're like, what the fuck? Hopefully we can backstab one of them and get him for a puppet and kill the next one. Oh, where the hell are they going? Are they taking the long way around? I think they are. Right, well, looks like we're going to have to get the drop on them on that one there. Oh, shit, have they made their way around already? Oh, there they are. I was going to say, where the fuck have they gone? Okay, so we'll puppet one of them, kill the other one, and then hopefully use the puppet guy as a decoy. Oh wait, oh, I didn't fucking... Oops. Guess we're gonna get no decoy for us. Damn it. That's really, really bad. Okay, well, looks like we're gonna be doing some hit and run tactics. Maybe we can get this guy for a... We'll bring him back here. Got the little master of their group. There should be 2 more. Got you, asshole. He's down. Just trying to think of anything I've missed. Or any one that I've missed, actually. So pick up this item. Pick up this chest. Let's have some divine grass, and I think that might just be about everything in this area that I can remember. Just have a look at my notes real quick. Just to make sure. It does say to puppet him too. Circle around, kill him, fall back to safety, yep. Pick up chest, yeah, and back to confetti, kill 2 squares. Okay, so I'll just use that as a reference point. Well, we did get confetti just before and it was down in this corner, so just there, that's where we got the confetti. So there's a couple of dudes up there that we're going to have to take care of as well. So we'll take out the first guy first. Take out the second guy. And then fight old elite master next. Die, you bastard. And that I think is everything. Pick up idol next, just so that we've got that reference. Just pick it up for now. Don't worry about resting because then all the enemies will come back, but just so that we have the idol. A couple more things we need to do before we tie up this video. Jump down here next. Pick up all these treasure carp scales. One there, and one here in a chest. And should be the waters. Yep, very nice. Okay, now we're gonna, just before we end this one, we are going to, I think if you guys remember back in Mibu village, there was that guy who was drinking all the water and the sake and all that shit, so we'll take that back to him and see what happens. It's probably a good time to do it too, so we can round it all out. Where was he? He was in... it's probably best to come here, so I'll meet you guys there. Alright guys, here we are at Mibu village, pretty much where we started the game. So we want to sprint on down to where that priest was hidden in his house. We did it a couple videos ago, I think it was. Just ignore all these guys. Sit down under here. They can't attack you while you're under here, of course. Do some ninja magic up here. Get on over to this guy and chat to him.
Unfulfill them. Oh.
Give it to him.
Take this. Oh, this fragrance. Such a... You.
And he gives you a Dragon Spring Sake. Now, I think I've already given one to the sculptor. I can't remember if I gave it to Emma. So if you have to give it to either Emma or Ashina. Ishin. So I suggest giving it to Ishin first. But we'll see how we go. So yeah, just let him drink his life away. And we can actually should take those off, shouldn't I? We can actually zip on back to the idol and come back and see what happens. Now moving forward, we've actually taken out, or cleared a lot of the Fountain Palace. There is still a lot to go. Probably going to be maybe another 1 or 2 videos, to be honest. Not quite sure, but we will clear all that pretty quick. We'll rest up here just in case, just to reset the world state. Sorry, my voice is a bit croaky. And we'll head on over to here. Obviously go back to him and we can see what happens. We'll get under here once again. As you can see, he's turned into one of those dudes. So we can't have that. Gives you 5 cup scales for his troubles. Well, I think we might just leave it here, guys. Well, I guess we could idle on out back to the last one. So that's pretty much it. This has actually been quite a long video. I know my last few have been quite long, but we have been covering a lot in each episode, so hopefully that's not too much of a worrisome. I've been trying to go through this as slow as possible, and as clear as possible too, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Well, anyway guys, remember to use that sake on Ishin. I suggest using it on Ishin because we're still doing the second and third ending that involves Emma, so if you haven't given it to the sculptor already, you might as well give it to him. You can save the sakes for later, but I just suggest doing them now, just in case. But of course you don't have to. Well, anyway guys, I might just wrap it up right here. In the next episode moving forward, we will tackle probably the rest of Fountain Palace, take on a few bosses and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this, and if you did, remember to use that Shinobi Bleed and slice up that like button to support my channel, and if you're new, feel free to subscribe, because I love to hear feedback and your comments in the comment section below. I am your host, Noisy Boy. Thanks for coming on by, and as always guys, stay noisy.